to another stream, boys. Hope we are doing okay. Welcome back to another Leicester City rant after a 6-2 loss this time. It was 5 last week, now it's 6. Thank God there's an international break. But yeah, tonight's going to be a long one. I don't really know where to start, but welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are all doing well as you can be, I guess, after that absolute embarrassment yesterday. We're going to go through the comments as we always do. As I always say, drop a like on the stream, subscribe as well to the channel just before we get into it. And yeah, loads of you guys are in already, so we're just going to get into the comments. Obviously, I was at the game yesterday. Watch the vlog if you want. The first half was all right, but the second half obviously was absolute. So yeah, let's go through some of the comments then. How's he not? That's why I don't understand why we don't sack him now. Top needs to grow a pair and just sack the guy because we conceded 11 goals in 2 games. 11 goals in 2 games. I would expect us to concede 11 probably in about 7 games, not 2. It's a joke. Yeah, our defence is absolutely dreadful. They're pointless even being there. All they do is just run back and let the team come through. I don't even know anymore. There's so many players that want out. Marty, Ward, the whole team needs to go after yesterday. It was a good away day yesterday, to be fair. Apart from obviously the result, I think it's spot on, to be honest with that, mate. I won't read it out because obviously I gotta swear over it. Have you noticed every stream I change my profile picture? I have noticed that, to be honest. This time you changed your name as well, I think, maybe. So I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what to say, to be fair, boys. I keep going through these comments, but yeah, I don't know what to say anymore because to be fair, we haven't really learned anything because every week it's the same sort of thing and it kind of just gets worse every single week a bit more. I think, don't get me wrong, first half, I think we competed. As soon as we got a set piece coaching, and now apparently we've gone back to being absolutely dreadful at corners, so that's a positive. But first half wise, I think we were all right. We weren't amazing, weren't awful. I think we were all right, but second half was just something else. The last 20 minutes or something else. I think obviously they scored early on, but if we could actually learn how to defend, we could have won that because I don't think Tottenham were really that good. I just think we made it very easy. Obviously, Son scored some fantastic goals, but if you look at it, especially first half, the goals just came from our stupid mistakes. So it's one of them. One positive that I thought about phase was quite good. Top is Tottenham's legacy. Exactly. He needs to make a move now because I don't want to talk about the ownership too much, but if Vichai was in charge right now, I think Brendan would be gone. So hope we're in the wrong. Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully Leicester are trying to get a replacement sorted now. I know, poor, innit? Let's keep going through these comments. Jesus, they're flying in. Let me try and catch up. I want Vardy out. Vardy only came on for about 10 minutes, didn't he? So, yeah. Yeah, I was knackered, to be fair. The train was not fun on the way back. I was trying to edit the vlog. Had a McDonald's on the way back. It was fun. The train back was full of Spurs fans. So to be fair, I wanted to just, I don't know what I wanted to do, but I didn't want to be there, to be fair. Big Curtis is in there. He has to go. It's time to go. Yeah, he needs to go, man. Yeah, forget Geraldine. The first part, yeah. Second part, no. Vardy would have been perfect yesterday's game, I know. Yeah, I think there was quite a lot of space in behind, but I think Tottenham played it quite well. They just kind of sat back and allowed Leicester to have quite a lot of possession, and they kind of countered and tried to win set pieces, etc. If you look at the second half, pretty much all of their goals came from breaks. So I think it's a Conte masterclass, really. But yeah, I thought Daka weren't great, but he wasn't too bad. No positives, honestly, but at least, yeah, he did look quite good. And obviously, we conceded 6. It's difficult to say that defender looked good, but to be fair, I think he did quite well. He put in some good challenges, quite vocal back there, and I think that is what we need. So, yeah, it's his first game. Conceding 6 isn't ideal, but I don't think he did too bad. So, yeah, it's a good point. I feel bad for the guy who said it was his birthday yesterday. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did say your birthday's going to get ruined, and well and truly did. Maybe big Stevie G. What's so annoying is that we're in the game at 3-2. Yeah, exactly that. I think that's what I mean. I think even at first, like I said, first half, I thought we were competing quite well. Obviously, last 2 games we had good starts and took the lead, and obviously we conceded a minute later, which is just pathetic. It's the exact same as Brighton, really, and we come back into the game, but we created chances, and at times we were controlling the game, and it's just these silly mistakes which are just costing us stupid goals. Like the corners, I think the first half, first corner they got, they scored. Second one, I think they scored. The third one, I think they scored. It was like ruled out, and then the fourth one hit the bar or something. It's like I think we won a header from a corner once in the first half, and everyone starts celebrating. It's just quite funny. Yeah, he needs to, if he doesn't sack him within this international break, I think questions do need to be asked of the people up ahead in the board, because he cannot be looking at 6 losses in a row and not be able to sack the manager. And it's not like we just lost 2-1, 1-0 and it's been close. We just got battered 5-2 and 6-2. It's embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing. Well, we're linked with Thomas Frank. The owners said they're big admirers of him. I did hear about that apparently. I would take Thomas Frank. I think he's a good manager, but yeah, again, is he going to want to leave Brentford to come to Leicester mid-season? I just don't think he will. So I think, that's the issue. 22 goals conceded from 7 wins from 28 throughout the calendar year, 1 point and 21, 1 point from 21. That's shocking, isn't it? Absolutely diabolical. Not been triggered at Rodgers anymore. That's why I just can't be bothered anymore, to be honest. I think it's just same old, week in, week out. I think even when Leicester scored the penalty, I knew Tottenham were going to score straight after. And when the second half started, this guy came over to me and was, "Oh, what's the score? 2-2." And as he said it, they scored it. It's jokes, but it just sums it up, doesn't it? It's just a shambles. It's the number one question. I think I've said it a few times. You guys know I want Poch. Obviously, I don't think it will happen. We're seeing options. The two people is Thomas Frank and Sean Dyche being mentioned right now, so I believe it'd be one of them. So Thomas Frank could be a potential option, but I don't think he'll leave Brentford, to be fair. The owner, comes up. I think we've gone through that already. Yeah, we've done that. Why the hell is Vardy playing like, come on, have you seen his position? Ward, I read that one. Yeah, don't get me started. Do not get me started on Danny Fraud, okay? We'll talk about him later, but yeah, Iverson in. I know. We joked about this first 3 games, but right now it's everyone's saying it. We need to be serious. There's something wrong with the fact Iverson isn't. It's just Brendan being stubborn yet again. He's picked forward, and he doesn't want to drop him because he doesn't want to do that. It's just difficult. So Les Ward's playing like freaking prime Peter Schmeichel in training. I don't understand how he's getting in this team week in, week out, because he cannot be conceding 11 goals in 2 games. He cannot be doing it. Spurs players stepped up in the second half. He simply couldn't cope. I don't even think it was that, to be funny. Yeah, Ethan, I think obviously they scored some good goals in the second half, but obviously Spurs scored about a minute in. Then they had the attack for a sustained attack for about 3 to 4 minutes. But after that, Leicester had like a 20-minute period of us controlling the game. We came forward and Tottenham didn't really do anything. So I don't think it was that really. I think it's just last 20 minutes. I think it was just our own downfall really. We just fell apart. Yeah, I think obviously last 20 minutes when Son came on, I think they stepped it up slightly, but I think we were well in the game. It's like I said, I don't think obviously 6-2 is quite harsh, but still we can't be conceding those type of goals. Top needs to be questioned. We know, his standards are rock bottom. I just can't. Yeah, he wants a 40,000 stadium in the Championship. It's like if you want to get a 40,000 seat stadium, sack the manager now, and you know what I mean. It's just I don't get the ambition of this football club. I really cannot work it out. Brendan must be so close to the owners or something. They don't want to sack him. It's just crazy. Yeah, I think Brendan even though he's going to get sacked soon. I'm alright. Hashtag Josh mate-ish, maybe. Yeah, best I can be. Hope you're on alright yourself. He's top drunk or something. Yeah, I mean, Ranieri got sacked after like 5 losses, and he won the flipping league. This guy's flipping. I mean, the signs were there last year. I know last year to be honest, last year I thought that was bad, but flipping out, last year was miles better compared to this. And the signs were there, to be fair, especially if you look at December, January, February time. We were awful back then. The signs were there. People were saying Brendan out around that time as well. And I think he's had his first little warning. Now the second one, I don't think you get 2 chances. So he needs to go, in my opinion, because last year was awful as well. So it needs to happen. Just get Sean Dyche in, literally. Yeah, I think to be fair, I said I didn't want to take Sean Dyche, but right now I'll take anyone. Stick Ethan, mate. Get you in charge. Why not? This is the thing, he brings players on the way to yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying in the stands, Tottenham brought about 4 players on before we made a single sub. Then as soon as Son made it 4-2, we then brought 2 players on. It's just too late. It's far too late. I know Tottenham only played it in on Wednesday or Tuesday, but still, freshen it up. We've got options on the bench, man. We've got Dennis Pratt on there who can do a job. We've got flipping Vardy and Ian Atcher on the bench as well. Even Perez, man. I'll put Perez on, and I'll take Justin off because I can't stand Justin. We'll talk about our defensive structure later, but it's so easy to get down the fullback side, especially left back. It's so much space. I was watching in the first half. It was painful to see. It's so easy to just come down and oh mate, I don't even know. Fat Fraser was good. I think he was quite good, to be fair. I think he did a good job. Why isn't the manager playing to the strengths? And Diddy is not a ball playing CDM. He's a ball winner, but trying to. I think in Diddy's finish, to be fair, boys. The fall off of Wilfred Diddy in these last 18 months has been tragic, to be fair. I don't know what's happened to him. I know the third goal was obviously his fault, but even if I know it was his fault, but there was no option. There was no need to pay that pass into anyway. I think Ward did it in the first half as well. Like, the players surely know that Wolf isn't the best on the ball. So why are you firing a 5-yard ball into his feet with 3 Spurs players coming through the back? Clearly no one gave him a shout. It's just stupid. Faye should have had assist yesterday at Daka shot way too. Oh no, yeah. If it was at the 1-on-1, it's dreadful. It's like me trying to shoot. I think Maddison goal was good, but the only positive anyway. Yeah, I think James Maddison was fantastic, to be fair, yesterday. Maybe. But yeah, that goal was excellent. Good. It was a good moment in the away end. Yeah, that shot was so horrendous. Vardy would have run it further. Yeah, exactly. I think Daka went close in the second half, didn't he, as well, through that header. But apart from that, didn't really do too much. But there was space in the first half. And obviously, Spurs brought, I think it was Romero on in the second half, but we could have exploited Sanchez a bit more. What was the point of bringing Samara for? I don't know. It's just I don't get it. So I think Samara should have started from the start. To be fair, I don't get it. You know what? If Rodgers doesn't go this season, I'm saying top out. That's a good point, to be honest. Yeah. On a serious note, though, I don't think we'll go down, but you sack Rodgers and get Dutch and just study the. Yeah, yeah. To be fair, listen, right, we're only 6-7 games into the season. We're not relegated yet. A win, then we'll be out of the relegation zone, I think. But the longer this goes on, if we reach, we've got like I said, we've got some. The games coming up are winnable, very winnable. We'll go through them now quickly. Let me just get them up quickly. Here we go. I think we obviously got Forest next up. Nose is itching, but the games coming up are winnable. We've got Forest, Bournemouth, Palace, Leeds, Wolves. If we don't win any of them, and if Brendan's still somehow in charge of this club, and if we don't beat Forest and Bournemouth, if he's in after that, top needs to. I don't even know. It's just like Rodgers passed. I don't think he's passed it in. Well, he's passed it for us, but I don't think he's passed it. I think this happened at Liverpool. I think it just reaches a time with Brendan where it just kind of falls apart. And I think if you have Brendan for 2 years, he's good. But after that third, 4 seasons he goes into, it just doesn't really get any better. So yeah, let's start on the new Watford. Good attack and bad defence. I'll say more than bad defence, flipping Sunday League defence. Hello, Ethan, mate. Hope you're doing all right. Welcome to the stream. Spurs fan here. Rodgers is tactically incompetent and cannot keep up with the changes in the game, not switching to a back three, not getting on the field in a match. It should be sat. That's a good point. That's what I mean. I think us Leicester fans say this quite a lot. He's very stubborn and he doesn't really like to change the system. And he doesn't like to change his ways when potentially he's got the formation, etc. The team is wrong. So it's just, I think second half we could have reacted a bit more. Just like I said, I think first half it was quite even. I think Leicester set up fairly well, but second half we just didn't really matter. Obviously, we can't really stop Son and stuff, but I think we could have done a bit more to try and limit the damage, I guess. But Colchester, Hartlepool, Cardiff have sat their managers today. Leicester haven't. Why is Rodgers trying to change the way of playing? Diddy doesn't like to play the ball too much. The players look uncomfortable. I think there's some talk of the players that don't really know how Rodgers wants them to play right now. I think at times in the first half we did see the Leicester we knew under Brendan a bit, but still, it's just too slow. Yeah, I think I had quite a good view of the behind the team. There wasn't any movement whatsoever. It was so static in there. It's like the players have been drilled into these areas going forward, and no one seems to move around. And I think even like some Maddison weren't really moving too much, and then the fullbacks don't really attack too much even more. I know Justin won a penalty early on, but that's like I think that's the furthest he got forward. So we just didn't look fluid at all, and it just looks a mess. And obviously defensively, we're just all over the place. Defensively, Leicester, I don't even know what it is anymore. It's League Two standard, probably worse than that. I know what Sean Dyche and Thomas Frank wouldn't come. Yeah, Leicester right now is not an attractive job, and the longer this goes on, the further we get away from staying up. Who's going to want to come in there? So exactly that. Life of a Leicester fan: go to the game, then we get battered. We score first, don't celebrate too much, and defence is always down for. We throw away a lead. Pretty much, that's the thing. With Leicester, it's either really, really, really good or really, really, really bad. There's no in between. It's just stupid. I don't understand it. Flipping the roller coaster is either right up here, there's a massive drop, and right now we're at the bottom of that drop, and hopefully we can rise up. But right now, I don't like it's going to happen. It was embarrassing, wasn't it? 6-2. I said before the game, I don't expect us to win, but as long as we don't get embarrassed, I don't mind. But 6-2, it's like 6. At least we scored 2, innit? Come on. Brendan Rush, yeah, I don't even look at them, to be fair. Arbison in, Rodgers out, top, bring back Schmeichel. Yeah, should we get Schmeichel back? I think he got benched today, didn't he? Yeah, you know what? I think it's time we discuss a certain Danny Ford now. If Danny Ward starts against Forest, we should everyone at the King Power needs to start chanting Iverson in, all right? We need to get it going around because there is no reason for Danny Ward to start the game, even if Iverson gets injured. Play flipping Smithies. Screw it. It can't be any worse. Danny Ward's position is absolutely dreadful. He cannot concede 11 goals in 2 games. 11. That's double figures in 2 games. I think we conceded 21 goals so far this year. 21. We're 7 games in, I think. It's like 3 goals a game. I read something on Twitter earlier. If Leicester keep going like this, we're going to concede over 100 goals in one season. 100. That's it. I don't even know. Obviously, it's not just Ward, but defensively, the whole back line unit is absolutely dreadful. They don't have a clue what they're doing. Without phasing Evans steps up, the rest of the team's 5 yards back trying to stop the cross. If he all steps up, would have been offside, leads to a goal. It's like the players had never played, and we've got people like Castagne, who's a proven Belgium international, he's not stepping up. It's just like the team's so disjointed. There isn't any communication. It's just like I don't get it. It's just crazy. Schmeichel's a bad. He wasn't a bad idea. It was a bad idea because now we haven't got a replacement. If Leicester signed a reasonable replacement, even someone like Bert Leno will be absolutely fine. But we didn't. Refreshing Twitter every minute for the news, which never going to come. I don't think it's going to come for a while. To be fair, yeah. Why is this team have to collapse? I don't even know, mate. Waiting for another week to watch the same. Well, that's the thing, man. It's the hope that kills you, doesn't it? It's the hope that kills you. Repeat, we are finished. We are. We've got 2 weeks now. Surely, top. If you're watching this, bro, I don't think you are, but you know what to do, right? Sportsa, exactly. Get me in charge. Watch me. Stick me in charge at the Forest, and we'll win. I guarantee it. All right. 7th minute, I know, mate. That did my head in. We even missed a penalty anyway, didn't we? So I thought. Apparently, I read something. Tielemans goes the same way every single penalty. So yeah, he did that good. I think that's the only positive really. When we come back to play Forest, the fans will need to make it a fortress like the Champions League night to meet up. Yeah, if Leicester if hypothetically Leicester have got a new coach / manager in by then, the atmosphere will be electric because for one, it's the East Midlands derby. 2, we need to win, and 3, Forest are down there with us and just as bad. So it's probably going to be the worst Premier League game of the whole season. But yeah, there's probably going to be goals in it. So hopefully Leicester on the right end of that score number. That's 2 weeks away, and it's a long way to go. Yeah, Robbie Savage reckons if we get rid of Rodgers, we're doomed. Yeah, I don't understand the media why they rate him so highly. This whole myth about he didn't get backed in the summer. He got back last summer and we signed absolutely trash. We signed awful players. And that's the reason why we're in this situation now. Because if last year we signed better players, we would have got Europe easily. I mean, we wouldn't be in this financial mess and not being able to sign these players. So all the people saying, oh, Rodgers didn't get backed. He got back last year and look what happened. So there you go. Rant over. It does my head when people comment that, even though he conceded 6 goals. He's talking about that. Leicester Fox, hope you're doing all right. I'm 14, but I can play better. Get you in, mate. Big Danny Lamarte. See that 15-year-old play for Arsenal today. Crazy. Injuries in Europe, League Capella, the cracks last season, paper the cracks last year. Exactly. I think those the few wins towards the end against Watford, Norwich, point against Chelsea, win against Southampton, really papered over them cracks. And I think the last time Leicester won an away game against a team who's currently in the Premier League was last October against Brentford away. That's almost a year without beating a away team. Flipping. And tomorrow I'm going to book Wolves away. Why am I doing that? Don't even know. Screw it. Yeah, I think, obviously with Castle would be good to have back in there. Bring back Hamza, yeah, big Hamza. I'd take Hamza, to be fair. At least he put him in a fight, wouldn't he? Didn't give a monkey. Yeah, he looks like he doesn't care, to be fair. I think he's done all right, to be fair, Hamza. I know there's a few Watford fans in here, so feel free to let me know. We just keep going through his comments. Dutch said he's taking a break. I think he's had a bit of a long break, though, so I think he'll be ready to come back. I don't think we'll be relegated. Hopefully, you're right, Gray. I think, obviously, granted, we have had some difficult starts, start to the season with fixtures, but like I said, these next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games are crucial. Forest at home has to be 3 points. Bournemouth away should be 3 points. Palace at home is a difficult game. Leeds at home should be 3 points. Wolves away probably difficult, but should be 3 points. So if you're looking at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 points available, I'd want Leicester to get a minimum of about 9 or 10. So yeah, we need to pick up some points, obviously. I think we'll finish 16th at best. To be honest, I'd say that as long as we stay up. Robert and Vardy did the other guy. Yeah, I don't even know. Everything's too late. Yeah, and selling Schmeichel was a bad mistake, especially on a free. Yeah, I think if Leicester signed a replacement, it would have been as bad. But I just think Danny Ward just obviously is not the man. Sorry, we seem to panic at everything, and I don't know, just the basics of football at times. Just defending, it's like at times there's 2 of us, and it's like 2 of our centre backs, and you got Son. Surely one of them can try and commit to a tackle. Then if you miss the challenge, or even bring him down and give away a foul, I'd rather us do that than just keep backing off, back off, and let him shoot and score. It's like there's 2 of you there. One of you commit, one of you cover, and then try and jockey him then, and you know what I mean? Slow him down. Just foul him if you have to. If there's 2 of you there, foul him, because it's not going to be red, is it? 'Cause it's not last man. It's like the players lack brain cells. Harry Watford player, Udinese. Yeah, Watford just seem just so crazy amounts of players, don't they? I think the problem with Leicester is the fact he told Hamza. Probably he's right, to be fair. Bring him back. Partly, yeah. It cost us 12 mil, by the way. Who? Brendan. The bad news is, Ward. Yeah, the bad news is we have the worst start. I know. I think we're the only team not to win a game so far this season, because Everton won today, which is kind of mate. We're going to be October by the time we've potentially won a game. Sad times, isn't it? I don't even know what a win feels like. To be fair, right now losing just feels normal. I'm not even surprised unless the loser kind of just accept it. To be fair, it's just stupid, isn't it? Maybe if Rodgers learns a lesson next month, maybe he'll start. Hopefully, Rodgers is gone by then. But yeah, hopefully he does. Should have signed Lafont. Not gonna lie. Yeah, exactly. I think he was the one to go for. But yeah, I know, mate. You know, honestly, if we play like we did against Tottenham second half, genuinely it could be double figures. I'm not even joking. How's Vardy not scored yet? I don't even know. Lack of game time, lack of chances. Really, I think at Leicester didn't. Yeah, at least you got it on the Sunday, not on the Saturday. Yeah, if Leicester are playing on your birthday, just write your birthday out the window. Leicester are good. They beat us 5-1 in May. Yeah, true. That was a good one, wasn't it? That's the game I kind of enjoyed. Magic Top was watching right now. No, I hope he is watching. Top, sack him. Yeah, come on. We're going to be in a championship with a 40-seater stadium. So 40 seats. Yeah, we probably will sell about 40 seats. It should have gone after Nappy away last season. Then Death after Forest. Brighton away was the last draw. Now it's just getting silly. That's what I mean. The signs were there. Even Liverpool away in the Carabao Cup, that was a joke, wasn't it? Napoli away was a joke. Forest was a joke. Well, Tottenham at home was a joke. See, it's all these games, like all the last minute goals. Even like Everton home, Everton away. Back in the last year, it's just said after the game we were complacent. Well, because I don't ever want to listen to the post-match interviews. I really can't be. I can't be bothered. Stanley played poo, especially with the Kane. Obviously, I'll give him credit, but he says, "Yeah, I think the old team was bad. I think I did see Castanier's dad in the away end actually. So big up to Castanier's dad. But yeah, I don't really want to pick on certain players, but I think that most of the team was poor, probably apart from Valface and Maddison. Really, that's about it. Some Forest fans were on Twitter saying how bad Leicester are when they were 1 point, but I don't know why Forest fans are giving it large. They've just lost to Bournemouth and Fulham at home, which, yeah, hopefully we beat in the next few weeks. That 15-year-old would have put his body on the line. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Just sit flipping the academy boys in. George, you think Wolves away is bad? I'm going Bournemouth, mate, and I reckon Rodgers will still be an ouch. That's a long one, isn't it? That is a long one. I think London was how long it took me? It took me about 2.5 hours, I think, roughly. So it wasn't really too bad. But yeah, Bournemouth. I don't know why you're going there, Ethan, mate. To be fair, you're going to go all the way down there to watch us lose in a shed. Oh, I don't know. I don't feel bad for anyone. To be fair, I feel bad for the fans. Can't be on. On a bright note, I think Faisal will be good. Yeah, exactly. That's the only real positive we can take away from the game. I think. Unpopular opinions, Evans. That is very yeah. I agree. I think Johnny Evans recently has been dreadful. He's an experienced defender, and the way he just keeps standing off plays, it's just, what's he doing? Surely his experience will serve him right in how to deal with those situations. He's like he used to play at a very high level against some of the best players, and he still is now. But I just don't understand what's happened to Evans recently. I completely agree with him. Breaking 200 signs for that, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. He probably suits them, to be fair, but shit housery. That Forest game is pivotal, and I think that Forest game is going to obviously shape the rest of the season. I think, and it could shape. I don't even know. It's scary how important that game could be for us because it's just going to be crazy how important that match is. So I dread to think what will happen if we don't win. But yeah, big game in many ways, I guess. But yeah, still 2 weeks away, so who cares about that for now? I don't want to talk about it. KP about to come. Lingard's down for better not be. Imagine if it is. Don't want to be mad at top, but why isn't it sacked him? Exactly. There's no reason to keep him on apart from money. I think also he can't pay out from the back. Agreed. Can't really do anything to be honest. We're going down with the Forest. The City. First off, FC. First 5 minutes FC, then conceded later. 1 minute later, FC. We never win at home, man. We never win away. We lost last weekend. We lost today. Won't say the rest. With Danny Ward in goal and Brendan at Job City at home will be a cricket score. It probably will, to be fair. Probably about 10-0. So Haaland to probably score 2 hat tricks. I think Vardy has fell out with Rodgers. Probably, yeah. Wouldn't be surprised. I think Vardy knows when. I think Brendan knows he's going to go soon. I think, hopefully, anyway. I think deep down he knows. Vardy usually scored about 7 by now. That's true. Hopefully, though, with a new manager, he can kick on. It could have been 7, 8. It could have been late on, yeah. But yeah, again, if we didn't concede so many stupid goals in the first half, we could have been leading 2-0 at half time because I think we were well in the game, and it's just stupid how we've just 6-2 isn't representative of that game at all. I don't think, but that's what it is. But yeah, again, why can't that be us who are playing potentially poor but get a result? Right now, even when we play good, we're still losing, and when we're playing bad, it's really bad. There's no silver lining. Yeah, I'd value had a falling out of Rodgers at the Man United game. That's why he's not playing. Would not be surprised at all. Yeah, honestly, Matthew, I think it probably is something like that. To be fair, yeah, must win, must win. Give Estegard enough. Right now, I would probably, if anyone, I say Seunchu without phasing there, just because them two will put a challenge in and go for the ball. Well, I'm not really happy. Big up Lee, big up to Lee, big up to Lee. I think Brendan said last year, when we played Tottenham away, I think we lost 3-1 or something. Seunchu pulled out of a challenge, and Brendan criticised him heavily for that one. So why is he not criticising likes of Evans and everyone else who's continues to jockey off and don't put challenges in it? I mean, he needs to work both ways, doesn't it? I think the problem with Leicester is the confidence. They don't know the future of the club, and Vardy is not so sort of from. I think the players are gutted. We've seen James Maddison. There's a picture of Dewsbury and Daka going around. The players look upset about just about the situation. And honestly, I do think that they are trying, but something needs to change, and a refresh and a new manager, in my opinion, is the key to that success. Being honest, Josh, I'm not sure whether they got to take on Forest. That's what I mean. Are the players going to be, I think they'll be up for it, but like when a few mistakes start to creep in, the crowd's going to get on the players' back, and I think they may crumble. So yeah, very much I agree. Always talk about Brendan's payout. I'm starting to worry how much the payout will be for us. Yeah, I did hear something. Apparently they're trying to negotiate a fee, which is not as much as I think it's below 20 million or something. Yeah, them frauds is yes, man. Danny Ward officially go down in Leicester's Hall of Shame. Danny fraud. Castagna knows. Big up to yeah. That's why I like Castagna. He says it how it is in his post match interview. He doesn't say any of this nonsense or we were in the game for a bit. You know what today was? Like, the flipping flags are staying up. The scarves are up. That's a good thing, isn't it? Yeah, I'll probably wrap this up in about 5 or so minutes, boys. Obviously, we have been going for a while, but that's what we do. A lot to discuss. Vardy did have a falling out with Rodgers. That's not why he's on there. I think it's always going to happen with Vardy. I think when the manager's usually out, Vardy kind of knows, doesn't he? So yeah. That's what I mean. That's why I love Maddison. I think he's trying his hardest, and he can accept it. So fair play to him for saying that in his interview and stuff. I think that's good to see for the fans. So they big up to those. That's what I like about Castagna, Maddison, etc. Dewsbury, that they'll say how it really is and step up to the press. But yeah, I think we really covered everything there. To be honest, boys. Obviously, we've got through a lot of comments. My back is absolutely killing. I'm still knackered after the game yesterday. So yeah, we'll go on. Like I said, about 3 or 4 minutes. We'll go on for. Then I'll wrap it up. You see Matters reaction. Yeah, I think I've spread that one already. Haven't I? There we go. I need a drink. Throat's killing. But yeah, obviously international break right now. Obviously, I don't think I'll be doing as many videos across these next 2 weeks or so. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. There will be some videos where we can discuss potentially new managers or some Brendan news, etc. So that is what we need to do. So do we go Wolves then, Josh? I think I might do it. So I think the tickets for me go on sale tomorrow, so I might just grab one. I think it's only 17 quid as well, so I am quite tempted. And Wolves aren't great, so you never know. You never know, but hopefully by then we do have a new manager, and so I might go to it. We'll see. We'll see. FaZe is a good player, indeed he is. We need exciting football back at the KP. Exactly. We need to be on the front foot, playing our football, and showing a bit more passion. And I think if we do show that, the fans will respond, and and it will be a difficult place to go, just like it was back in 2019. So that's what we need to do. What are your thoughts on Jamie Vardy? I think he's obviously slowly decreasing in his goals and his ability in general because of his age. I think he's a bit harsh to leave him on the bench as he is. I think he does deserve a few more starts, but honestly, I just think this kind of was always going to happen, and it's time to start giving them more of a chance to Daka, Ian Atcher, etc., and seeing how they can perform. But yeah, that's my opinions really. I just think it's pretty, you know what I mean? It is what it is really. I think that we finished in 15th. I thought about 8th. That's changed. Yeah, no chance. No chance. Internal meetings, yeah, that's what I've heard as well. So hopefully something can come out of that. If they have a meeting and say, "Oh, let's keep him on," There's no reason to have that meeting and say, "Oh, let's do it." He got an assist. Yeah, he did. I think, but defensively, I think the whole defense was awful yesterday. We can't say it. And honestly, I'm a big fan of Castagna. I love the guy, but I think yesterday defensively he wasn't great, was he? But I don't want to put say particular players, but I think the whole back line, even like some Diddy as well. Vardy will be like exactly. Even if he scores 5 goals this year, or, you know what I mean, it didn't really mean anything. But nothing will be announced tomorrow. Exactly. Yeah, I think fingers crossed. Leicester right now are working behind the scenes, trying to pay him off and look for a new manager, line one up, and then give him a week, maybe 10 days to get in to get with the first team ahead of Forest on Monday night. I think on the 3rd of October. So we have got a while to go. So that hopefully is that's how it is to get Sean Dutcham. Yeah, exactly. Don't know why, but Vardy's falling out Rodgers. It's not his fault. Yeah, I think Vardy knows, doesn't he? I think Vardy's like us. He's a bit. He's had enough. I think he's had enough. But yeah, boys. That as well. I'm going to wrap things up for tonight's stream. Thank you boys for joining me as always. It's massively appreciated. If you've got any final questions, etc., just let me know in the chat. And yeah, another month completed. We've done August, we've done September, and we still haven't got a single win. So fantastic stuff. Absolute scenes. Hopefully October can be a better month. But yeah, obviously international break now. 2 weeks of watching Gareth Southgate, which is going to be absolutely excellent as well. But I'll still do a few lives throughout the international break, maybe on a Tuesday night, or no, not Tuesday, maybe like a Wednesday or something. Then yeah, one in midweek, one on the Saturday or Sunday, and that'll probably be about it. And so the Forest game on the 3rd of October. So that is the plan. If you haven't already, feel free to check out the matchday vlog from yesterday if you want to see what the away game was like. Watch up to half time, then feel free to click off, because who really wants to watch that? Because it was not fun at all. But yeah, like I said, boys, if you enjoyed tonight's stream, drop a like. It massively helps the channel out. And yeah, that's about it. Let's get some final comments in. Barlows, hopefully Tuesday is a day. Fingers crossed, even mate. Yeah, obviously if and when Brendan does get sacked, I'll be live as soon as possible. Pop shin, you know it. Cheers, Gray, mate. Thanks for coming in. See you later. Nearly at 3K subs. You are indeed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, massively appreciated, boys. As always, if Leicester go down, I'll support the other team. Really? I know it's crazy, isn't it? They're going strong. Before the stream, I put a lot of pressure on them. The Blue Tack stood doing well. So let's end it now to make sure we can complete a whole stream of the beautiful scarves stood up. Well, not stood up, hanging up. Yeah, there we go, boys and girls. But yeah, thanks for joining us tonight. Massively appreciated, as I always say. I'll see you guys very soon for another video / stream. And that's all I've got to really say. Another poor result. And the final comment from me, as always, is Daniel Iverson has to start against Forest, else we and me are going to be absolutely fumes. Yeah, in a bit, boys, and up the sitter, and I'll see you next time.